Good morning, Upland High School. I'm Brenna Miller, today's host of the Late Morning Show. And our first guest for today, we have Abby. Good morning, Abby. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Good to hear. So what do you have to share with me today?
I have that the book club meeting is coming up on next Tuesday, which is May 21st.
Awesome. Okay. So what book are you reading?
Currently, we are reading Highly Logical Behavior by John Corey Whaley.
Okay. Can you tell me a little about the author?
Well, the author is actually an alumni of Upland High School. So the book takes place around Upland and like.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
They mention the Vaughns on Foothill.
Oh wow.
It's pretty interesting because you can actually like
live the book. Yeah. That's like really cool actually. Yeah. Nice. Thank you so much for sharing. So we're about to go to a commercial break.
Do you enjoy writing and photography? Do you want to work on the paper's layout and design? Are you interested in covering sports, school activities, and so much more? Then the Plaid is the place for you. The newspaper staff is currently looking for students to join the 2019-2020 Plaid staff. Here's next year's editor, Rachel Ignacio, to tell you more.
You should join the Plaid because it's a great opportunity to really get involved into your school and be part of a community that you wouldn't have the chance to be part of if you were in the Plaid.
Space is limited, so if you're interested, come by room F157 and see Miss Little for more information.
And now we have Mr. Weatherall talking about field biology. Hello. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good this morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. So tell me a little bit about your class.
Well, field biology is a class I've been teaching for a few years here now that is available to juniors and seniors, and it's a class where we learn about zoology and botany. We spend the first semester learning about botany. Do you know what botany is?
It's plants, right?
Yeah, the study of plants. So we learn about the evolution of plants. We learn about all the different types of plants. In addition, we grow plants too. That's botany. We learn about agriculture. We learn about plants and how we as humans benefit from plants.
Wow, that's awesome. Sounds like a great class.
So that's first semester. Then second semester, we shift gears and get into zoology. Do you know what zoology is?
Animals.
Animals. So I brought one with me right now. This is an example of something we're going to be studying next.
Nice.
This is dragon. I actually got this from a student about 10 years ago or so. I got a pair of them, and they'll breed. That's a reptile, obviously. Right. Snakes are really modified lizards. Here's a lizard. This is also one of the classroom pets. This is a bearded dragon. A lot of kids have bearded dragons. They're very popular pets. But we learn about how snakes evolved from lizards as one example of what we do in zoology. So again, we're learning about the evolution of animals and the various groups of animals that exist on the planet and the relationship to one another. Plus, we also include that in our agriculture because animals also help us. So we learn about the domestication of plants and animals and how humans use them, but we also learn about wildlife as well.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing.
No problem. Last thing I want to say is we also have a club. The class is offered to juniors and seniors, but the club is called Zobot, and the Zobot's open to any student who wants to come in and check out my classroom and the other kids that are doing things. Meets on Thursdays after school, like tomorrow.
Awesome.
2:45.
Cool.
Thanks for having me in today.
Of course. Thank you so much for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Oh, don't forget your snake. And now here's a word from our sponsors.
Come join us at the Upland High School 2019 Fusion Festival for an evening of art, live performances, food, and much more.
And now we have Alyssa Gouchenard. Hi, Alyssa. How are you doing?
Good. How are you, Brenna?
I'm great. Thank you so
great.
much. Awesome. So, what do you have to tell me today?
Actually, today I'm here to promote a PSA that I made for the Directing Change contest.
Awesome. Can you explain a little bit what that is?
Yeah, of course. The Directing Change contest is basically to promote suicide awareness and mental health awareness. So there's different categories, and you have to make a 60-second PSA on the signs of suicide or the signs of mental health.
That's incredible. I'm really glad that you guys are really trying to promote that. So what does that consist of? How long is that process?
It was actually a month-long process. So we had maybe like a week and a half to figure out what we're going to do, then like 2.5 weeks to film, and then a couple days to edit, and then we had to turn it in.
Wow, that's a long process. That's amazing. Great. So what were you commended for?
I actually entered my PSA into suicide prevention, and I got 3rd place. out of all of San Bernardino County, and I won $250 for it.
Oh, wow. Everyone give her a hand. That's incredible. Awesome. Well, congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
That's amazing. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
If you are interested in learning more about American culture and history, sign up with your counselor to make it your next year selected.
And now we have Leo from Hip Hop. Hello.
Hey.
Awesome. So, give me a little bit about the auditions for Hip Hop.
Well, there's 2 days. One is on May 17, the other one is on May 18. Both are mandatory. You need to pick up a packet at the student store. It's now available, including incoming freshmen. They're available to try out for the next year's team.
Okay, cool. Is that all about?
For those who's trying out, good luck. I hope to see you guys there.
Yeah, good luck, everyone. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us.
No problem.
And that wraps up today's Late Morning Show. I'm Brenna Miller. Thank you to all of our guests for coming out today. Have a Highlander day.